Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy Manga Man Drew, and I'm here to do my manga reaction to One Piece Manga Chapter 1070. Yeah, I actually wasn't expecting it to be this early, but it is. So this is going to be very great. By the title of this chapter, this is going to be an amazing chapter. So let's dive right into the reaction and see what's going on with this chapter, and see how great it may be for potentially the last chapter of the year. So yeah. It's taking a little while to load. I think it will be fine. I think it will be okay. I think everything's gonna be fine. That's not what I wanted to see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is gonna take a little bit while. I probably won't like cut it out or anything. This is gonna be my full uncut reaction. So yeah, let's dive right into it. And oh wow, we're getting the cover. We're getting like a cover page for what's going to be on the cover of Shonen Jump. Uta is still, for some apparent reason, on the cover, even though she's technically not in the series canon, technically, sorta, kinda, but what's to say? She's apparently very popular. So what else? So yes, we're continuing the cover page. Oh my gosh, this is, oh my gosh, this is so great. Oh my gosh, we got the cover of, well, the continuing the story of the Germa Double 6, like not miraculous, but the Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 27, promising scientists gathering for the sake of the world and all mankind. Yo, this looks dope. We get to see all of the characters. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Okay, so let's go. We got obviously Judge to the right, from my view. We get Caesar as well. I think the person to the left may be Queen, and if that is Queen, wow, he looks a lot different. Also, you got Caesar there. Obviously, you got Vegapunk. But probably the most interesting is who we have on the far right next to Judge. That may actually be Stussy. Or Stussy. It is a female scientist. She is holding a gun. She is facing away from them. Yeah, that may look like Stussy, especially with the hair that she has. Yeah, but we're just diving right into it as Sentamaru has been struck down, as you just have Luffy's battle axe as Rob Lucci and Luffy are fighting. So this is going to be amazing. As you just have Luffy's like, sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. Don't underestimate me. I saw his attack coming, moron. I thought, cough. I blocked it. Oh! You're tough, but I need you out of the picture. You outrank us in the command hierarchy. Whoa. That's interesting. Okay. And as we get that confirmation, we have Rob Lucci's like, as long as you're conscious, we can't use the Seraphim. And as Rob Lucci is going for the attack, you have Sentamaru about to try and block it with their hand. And you just have Luffy coming in with a punch. And it's booming white. And we get an explanation for what that could potentially be. So yeah, it's Gumu Gumu no! Booming white, or booming dawn. So that's very interesting. And the fact that we're bringing up the dawn with Luffy in this moment, and he looks very cartoony in this moment, is amazing, because of course it is. But he uses whip also. Oh, Gomu Gomu Go, doming white whip. Ooh, and he is sending Lucci flying. And you just have people reacting to it as whoa, can't slow down. Lucci! As you just have freaking Luffy unable to stop. Lucci gets sent flying. As you have everyone reacting, you have Chopper's huh? Luffy? We gotta get to Vegapunk fast if we have any hope of saving this kid. And it's I spun too hard. I can't stop. Huh? Where are you going, Luffy? Luffy is going. It's take shelter in the factory. And as this is happening, you just have the Seraphim of Mihawk cutting down the freaking world government agents. As you just have the and you even have Jinbei, who's controlling the floor like water, once again crushing the agents of the world government. Oh, this is going to be so cool. As you just have Kaku's like, they're unstoppable. And if that isn't bad enough, we'd still lose if we found a way to destroy them. It's even more terrifying when you remember they're still just children. Vegapunk! That's the power I'm talking about! The one that shrimpy version of Jinbei is using. It's the swim fruit, right? That power belongs to Senior Pink, my sworn brother from the Don Quixote family. Only one person can have a fruit power at a time. So did he bite the dust? Oh, we're getting confirmation. Oh no, we're getting confirmation. So you notice that man is currently an inmate in Impel Down. Okay, this is confirmation that he's alive. Okay, that's all we needed to know. Senior Pink is still alive. That's all we needed to know. As you just have Frankie's like, huh? Wait, are you saying you made a copy of his fruit? And she's like, so far, it's only been possible to manufacture Zoan fruits artificially. Ooh. As Vegapunk is like, no, actually, I think, yeah, Vegapunk is like, there's also Caesar's smile fruit method. However, I consider that unacceptable. Ooh, yeah. He could die 1,000 deaths and it wouldn't be enough. Ooh, yeah, that's coming from Nami. As you just have Vegapunk's like, I'm fairly certain with unlimited resources, even special types of devil fruits can be recreated. However, I have yet to confirm whether such synthesized fruits can be awakened. Oh! I tried my hand at Logias, but they were trickier than expected. Oh! There is an alternative for paramecia types. I found you can synthesize a blood additive from a paramecia user's lineage factor that will grant their powers once transfused. That's what you see running through their arms. Oh! I call it green blood. Ooh! You're telling me you created blood? Oh! Love. Meru! Oh, so yeah, they do have the devil fruits of like other people, but it's not like they actually have the devil fruits themselves. They have the blood of those users, which gives them the ability of the devil fruits. Oh, that's neat. I like that explanation. As you just have Vegapunk's like, the Seraphim are an accumulation of my ideas. As you see the Kuma using Ursus shock and just blowing away all of them. It's like the peak of what our science can accomplish. They may very well go down as the most powerful beings in the history of the sea. Wow. Okay, I see what's going on. So that means that, yeah, these Seraphim may be as strong, if not stronger than Kaido, potentially, maybe. So, yeah, this is how we're doing this. And as you just have Nami, so that's why the Warlord system was abolished. As you just have freaking Usopp's like, do you have any idea what you've let loose? And then you even have Sanji's like, so they're basically just Navy weapons. As Robin's like, yes. And they pose a huge threat to us. Okay, and now we're going back more into the fight. Apparently Luffy smashed into a wall, or maybe that was Rob Lucci that smashed into the wall. I'm not sure, but all we know is that we just have some random character saying, Sentamaru, sir, are you still breathing? Please fall back. As Rob Lucci's just cracking his neck. Yeah, I think it was Rob Lucci, because we see like a cartoon version of him like through the wall, so he's coming out of the wall cracking his neck. It actually seems as if he hasn't taken that much damage, as you just have Rob Lucci just looking at Sentamaru's like, shave. What the actual frick? And as he's about to attack Sentamaru, you just have Luffy's like, da ha 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 ha. He has like a giant head just comes out of the ground, and it looks like he's either about to eat Sentamaru or he's about to eat Rob Lucci. Oh yeah, as you just have him like straw hat. Okay, yeah, he turns into a giant, and luckily enough, Rob Lucci is able to avoid the attack. As you just have Lucci in this form just munching, and he just eats the rock and just spits the rocks out as if they're freaking like he's a shotgun. And you just have Rob Lucci just destroying it all as Luffy comes behind him, or is using like one of the pipes as like one of like the wrestling like ropes, as he's saying gumu gumu, as the pipe itself is stretch, and it's like okay, gosh, oh gosh, Luffy is crazy. He takes his hair, forms them into glasses, and it's like boing, booming white rocket. Dang! It freaking slams into Rob Lucci as we see like his Rob Lucci's like body like comes out from the back. Oh, he just made him rubber. And you just have Rob Lucci's like, what insane power. As he's like, I'm losing consciousness. Can't hold on. Ah! Hurry! This way! Oh! Yeah, we see the Seraphim of Boa Hancock telling them that the vacuum rocket is waiting. Hurry and get on. Ooh. And you just have freaking Jinbei's like, you have my gratitude. It's nice to see such a kind version of you, Hancock. Aw, you insolent dummy. I'm just following orders. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is so adorable. It's like, T-minus 1 minute to take off. Hey, Luffy, hurry up. Oh, that's actually great. You know what? I will take this version of Boa. Besides the other Boa, I mean, the other Boa is very attractive. I cannot deny that. But I like this one. She's tsundere. Oh gosh, I like that. I cannot wait to see her reaction with Luffy. That's going to be fun. As you have someone pretty much talking to Luffy, is like, please refrain from trying to board last minute. Ooh. As you just have Luffy like just ... As you just have freaking Sentomaru's like, Strawhead, I'm trusting you with Grandpa Punk. As Luffy's like, you got it. I'll get him off the island no matter what. Preparing for takeoff. As we have, oh wow, Luffy was able to get into the rocket ship, I guess, just in time. As everyone's like, whoa, it's so fast. Incredible. Huh? Where are we? Where's Vegapunk? You're coming too. Stay calm. We're on the vacuum rocket. And who the hell is this supposed to be? As you just have Luffy that's fully exhausted. It's like, it's a long story. That's Luffy, but let's save the explanation for later. Okay. And as that is happening, we see the rocket's like, yeah. The approximate journey time from Fabrio Santrum to Lebrio Santrum is 32 seconds. Oh no, something's going to happen within that 32 seconds. Oh wow, we just arrived. Inside the lab, we have reached your destination so quick. All subsequent flights have been canceled. Okay. The Frontier Dome has been fortified. Oh, wow. And we're getting like the Frontier Dome has been fortified. Intruders have infiltrated. Be on high alert. To all lab workers, please remember to barricade the factory shelters properly. You have to hand it to him. Vegapunk couldn't ask for a better bodyguard. Ooh. This is a real pity, Sentomaru. Our orders are to wait for the Marines. If we wait too long, they'll get away. Ooh. And Sentomaru seems to be down for the count. As well as like Rob Lucci is relatively speaking unharmed. He just has a bandage on his face. So that's very interesting. And as this is all happening, you have someone, most likely the Straw Hat, saying, they seriously want you dead? Isn't that a waste for the government? You're the smartest man in the world. And wouldn't you rest easy if you thought such intellect may turn against you? Oh, now that... okay, and that's coming most likely from freaking Vegapunk. It's like, not that I've ever intended to do so, mind you. As you just have them responding, Nami's like, oh yeah, I suppose it would make sense to snuff out a potential liability like you. How can you talk about snuffing someone out like that? Wow, oh wow. And Nami's just like not holding back at all. As you just have freaking Vegapunk's like, an Emperor's crew showing up just as things come to a head. What a serendipitous twist of fate. As we get a double paid spread of wow. Ooh, this is interesting. So you really want to come aboard our ship? Talk about a heavy cargo. I'm all for it. I'll show you General Frankie and the Sunny. Are you ever gonna unbound our feet? You senile geezer? Coming from Sanji. And as they finally made it up to like the labo, everyone's like, wow, where are we? Coming from Luffy. As everyone's like, quick, Dr. Atlas needs medical attention and repairs. We'll leave her to you. Where are you going, Bonnie? Oh, as Bonnie's like, I'm going to make Vegapunk turn my dad back to normal. If he refuses, he's a dead man. Remind me to never make you angry. Ooh. Oh, wow, whoa. I just saw something. Ooh. As they're like, block off every exit. Roger. There are 6 Vegapunks left, including the real one. Yeah, but that defense system of theirs sure is tough nut to crack. I don't care. I won't let a single one of those rats scurry off the island. Ooh. And then we have the biggest shock of the entire chapter. Oh my. So the Straw Hat crew has allied itself with Vegapunk. On paper, that should make for a straightforward escape. But boy, are they in for a surprise if they think it'll be easy. We'll proceed as planned. Get as many warships as possible to Egghead as we get Kizaru. As it's like the might of Navy HQ draws near. Ooh. So yeah, that's pretty much the chapter. This was a fun chapter. Nothing really major was revealed in this chapter, but it's a lot of just action and a lot more setup for what's to come. We get to get a little bit of a better look at the Seraphim. It is confirmed that they do have some level of intellect, which it makes sense. I just thought that we really wouldn't have gotten that because we literally didn't really get that from like Jinbei Seraphim or like Mihawk's Seraphim. But we did get it from Boa, which I kind of really like that. I kind of like that they aren't just like mindless robots or mindless machines. At least Boa isn't. That she has like an actual personality, which that's going to be fun. I can't wait to see like what that could entail when it comes to potentially her interactions with Luffy, because we see that the fact that Jinbei gave her like a nice compliment just shows that like, yeah, she really is like a tsundere, which we kind of, it's not that hard to believe, especially with what we see of Boa now. So it's cool that we get a little bit more of that. But we did get a fair amount of fighting. We get to see Luffy versus Rob Lucci, and that it didn't end in like a draw or Lucci being defeated, because we see immediately after that that he said that he's losing consciousness, but we see that he's still, relatively speaking, up and active and unharmed in the slightest. So even though we did see the fight, and even though Luffy more or less dominated in that fight, Rob Lucci was not put down. So that's going to be very interesting. And even more interesting is the implication that these Seraphim are potentially some of the strongest warriors on the sea. And this is very important because we need to remember that Kaido was a thing. And that the idea that the 7 warlords rivaled, like, when it comes to power, to that of, like, the 4 emperors, or probably more specifically, maybe 1 emperor, or, like, them along with the navy rivals the emperors themselves. It's a little bit not sure or not concrete on what that could entail, but the fact that they bring this up and how even the Straw Hats themselves say that they're going to be a challenge means that even if like Rob Lucci is not the main antagonistic force or the main like battle that Luffy could have, that the Seraphim along with potentially Kizaru coming to the island is going to be where the major bulk of the fighting will come. And most likely we will be having certain Straw Hat members going up against these other characters. And because we know that both Kizaru as well as the Seraphim are going to be fighting, potentially I can see a character like Brook as well as Zoro, who are on the ship and not in the lab. They may meet up with Luffy, or they may stay on the ship where they will fight Kizaru. There is more confirmation that, yeah, Vegapunk is at the very least going to be joining the Straw Hat Pirates on their journey. Maybe not necessarily as a crewmate, but we do see that they are very much accepting of him joining the crew. So that's cool that we got to see that in this chapter. And pretty much some type of implication coming with Rob Lucci, and how when it came to Sentamaru, even though he blocked the attack, Rob Lucci was able to avoid it, either because he's extremely fast, maybe his haki is greater than Sentamaru. This leads a little bit of a mystery that we probably could see in other fights. This is going to be a very interesting arc, especially with the implication that a whole bunch of marine warships are coming to Vegapunk's island. They may, in the end, use a buster call and destroy the island and think, yo, we'll just deal with the Seraphim. We can't really deal with anything else. As long as they are defeated, that's all that matters. But most likely than not, they are going to escape. And, you know, that's just how that's going to be. But yeah, if there's anything that I really miss in this chapter when it comes to the review portion, I do not think so. Like I said, Luffy did a lot of very cool and wacky attacks. I think Luffy is probably wackier and crazier in this fight than he was against Kaido, which is very weird to say, especially with everything that he did against Kaido. Yeah, he's getting more and more cartoony. Also, something else I forgot to bring up, the reveal of how the Seraphim are able to use devil fruit powers, and that the idea isn't that he was able to like replicate the fruits themselves, but that they are literally being fueled, and he created blood of the devil fruit users, and that alone gives these characters, or gives these robots, give the Seraphim the ability to use devil fruit. So that's something interesting. We knew that devil fruits are tied to the lineage factor, and, you know, lineage factor involves, you know, DNA. DNA is found in all of the cells, so the idea that if he can synthesize the blood, he could, in theory, in a way, synthesize the devil fruit itself. So that's very interesting to see, and the fact that he's specifically saying that it's blood, meaning that these robots can bleed. Which means that if you cause them to bleed enough, maybe they will lose their devil fruit ability. So that's going to be interesting if that's something that they tackle in this fight in a way, or some type of hindrance for these Seraphim to actually, you know, be defeated. But yeah, that's something else that I miss. Also, once again, the cover page of the story is very great. The implication that Stussy was a scientist, which is people pretty much predicted to be the case, as well as getting to see these characters in their like younger like days. Yeah, I'm fairly certain one of these characters is definitely Queen. Queen is the bigger one, and then you obviously have Vegapunk with the big head. So yeah, really enjoyed this chapter. Thought this was a very amazing chapter. And I do not know if we are on break next week, since this is coming out during Christmas, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But yeah, this is my review / reaction to One Piece Manga Chapter 1070. So, what did you think of the chapter? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? And what do you think is going to be going on with Kizaru? And how are the Straw Hats going to get out of the situation? Leave your thoughts down in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I upload more content like this. Do all that cool jazz. And hopefully, I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!